G'day guys, it's Coach Brad here again with one of the most fascinating things about human beings I've ever come across. This is called the DiSC behavioural system. You might have heard of it as Myers-Briggs, or you might have seen it as the Flippin process. There's a couple of different things there, but basically we use it as a communication tool to help us have more effective communication with our team members so that we can get the most out of it. So let's get straight into it. Essentially, the way we work out someone's DiSC personality, and there are 4 definite styles, and we all have a combination of most, but we tend to dominate in one, is we look at them from one of 2 perspectives. They're either outgoing or they're reserved. So if you know someone, they walk into a room, they like to make a lot of noise, and here I am, everybody, blah, blah, blah. They're more your outgoing type people, as opposed to the people who will come in, not make a fuss, and tend to be a little bit more quiet. So those are the 2 axes that we look at first of all. Then we consider them as either a people-focused person or a task-focused person. If somebody likes to lock themselves away in a room and just fiddle around with computers or whatever it is and not necessarily interact with people, then they go to the left-hand side. Otherwise, they go to the right-hand side. Now let's put some letters in it and start to get some rubber on the road here. Top left, outgoing and task-focused are what we call our Ds. Top right, outgoing and people-focused are what we call our Is. Bottom right, reserved and people-focused are what we call S's. And bottom left, reserved and task-focused are what we call our C's. So what does it all mean? Oh, just before I go on, if you're interested in a summary of what all the different characteristics are, send me an email and I'll send you out a copy of this summary of the DiSC table. But let's go through the different quadrants one by one now. So first of all, our Ds. These are our direct, dominant, results-oriented, bottom-line organisers, self-starters. These are the types of people who you might more often than not find them running big companies. They like to get straight to the point. A favourable environment for them is which challenges can be overcome. They'll say things like, oh, I like a good challenge, or we can overcome this. Those sorts of things they'll use in their language. And they try to fix, change, or control things. So that's our Ds, very important. Secondly, we look at our Is. The I stands for influential. They're inspirational, enthusiastic, negotiate conflicts, sociable and team players. They're the life of the party. They are a people person and they're very outgoing. See, favourable environment in which they can influence others and they try to interact and persuade others. So generally these people are very good at the sales role. Anything to do with high energy people, leading teams and inspiration are where Is generally like to play around. They like to be the centre of the party. Now, S's. S's are stable is what the S is for. They like things that are steady, they're service-oriented. Remember, an S is people-focused and reserved, dependable, status quo. They don't like change. See a favourable environment in which they can keep as steady as possible, being cooperative, supportive and agreeable. S's tend to be the gel of the organisation. They're very good at balancing out the D's and keeping everybody happy. They tend to run around and sometimes you might think of them as the old mother hens. And our C's finally are our compliance. These are our detail people. Analytical, fact-finding, high standards, calculating. See a favourable environment in which they can bring order. They try to work within established rules, guidelines, procedures to ensure accuracy and quality. So let's imagine we've got a group of Ds, a group of Is, a group of S's and a group of C's, and they're going to go on a swimming trip. So they're at the beach or they're at the lake or somewhere. How do you think they might approach going swimming? Well, the Ds, as soon as someone mentions something like that, they'll all be off bolting down to the water, pushing people aside, and it'll be a race to see who gets there first. Who's going to win? Our Is, they'll be running around, talking to other people. Come on, everybody, let's go for a swim. They'll probably go and talk to everybody who's within a 500-metre radius. Come with us, this is going to be awesome. The S's will be running around checking on people. Are you okay? Do you think we should go for a swim? Maybe it's a little bit cold. I don't know. I'll go if you go. So the S's are trying to keep everybody happy. And finally, the C's. They'll be out there with the thermometer. They'll be doing the depth testing. They'll be looking at the UV light. They'll be looking at the cloud cover. All of the detail things before they start to go for a swim. So there you have it. Different DiSC personalities suit different roles within your business. So if you'd like to learn more about that, give me a call and I can talk you through some of it, how it works together, particularly within recruitment. This is key. Make sure you get the right behavioural person for the right role. And there are actually tests that we can give you that are going to help assess that. So there are 24 question tests. They've been performed on millions of people and the results are extremely accurate. So hopefully that's been of value to you. I look forward to catching up with you soon. And as I said, if you want a copy of that summarised table, please send me an email, bradflynn@actioncoach.com.